Alright, so when I bought these, I was unable to find any information about the JDG, Janus Division Group, Floyd's magwell extensions for the M&P. The Glock stuff is really easy because it's got that single screw in the bottom. This doesn't have any screws in the bottom. The Marui M&P9 relies on a system that uses 2 pins at the bottom. So I saw a bunch of disassembly videos. I saw a couple example videos showing that they hold, 5 extra BBs, they hold a decent amount of extra gas. I haven't found any videos showing the actual assembly process. So I figured I'd make a short video showing you guys how I was putting this all together. Disassembly is super easy, so I'm not really going to go through that because, well, there's other videos that are way better than I could do online, and there's no point for me to make it if somebody else made a better one. So, get your base plate off here. Comes right off. You will have to remove some things from this base plate. In the bottom here, that's where your valve sits. Get a valve tool or a screwdriver that fits perfectly. Focus. And just get that nice and screwed out. Make sure the O-ring is in good condition, and then set that off to the side along with your 2 pins. I like to keep mine back and front, and then I keep my O-ring and my valve with the back one. That way I know which one went and where. I don't think it really makes a difference, but putting the same thing back in the same hole is something that was drilled into me from, I don't know, working on motorcycles and stuff. So that's what I end up doing. I don't know why I have all these screwdrivers around here that I'm not using. So you're gonna put your pins back in, but the first thing that you're gonna do is you actually need to get the magazine body, and then get the base plate, the extended base plate. You're gonna put it in, and at first it's not gonna, this is one-handed, so at first it's not gonna fit like this. It's not gonna be flush right there. You're gonna have a gap there. What I've found, and then the holes, obviously, let's see if I can get a light through there. The holes will not line up at first. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get some sort of mallet. This one looks like a nice mallet, and you're gonna have to whack it. So what I did is I just held it really tight to give it a little bit of suspension and a little bit of cushion from actually hitting it. I didn't want to put it on, a hard surface or anything, or break the feed lip. Don't do that. And then I just kind of gave it a couple whacks until it seated properly. And you can see now, I don't even have to hold it. It's nice and flush. The problem then comes in when you put the O-ring in this little lip here. It struggles to sit flush again, and it's kind of a 2-person job to get it all the way on. So what I ended up doing is I have the guy that runs this shop here that I'm kind of working at. I have him help. He holds it and I hammer it, or I hold it and he hammers it. But either way, you're gonna need somebody else to hold on to it. So let's see if I can set the camera somewhere and kind of show you guys. I didn't plan this out very well. I didn't really plan a camera spot. Well, that was dumb of me. I guess I'll go through it. I'll show you guys kind of the troubles and show you a little bit, and then maybe I'll figure out a camera spot. Give me a second. All right, can you see me? I know this is not the best view, but I don't really have a camera tripod, so it's all you're getting. You're gonna need your long spring. Make sure your follower is in there. Always gotta make sure that's in there. If the follower's not in there, you're gonna have issues. Drop that down, set that off for a second. The base plate here. And go ahead and put the valve in. Push it down at first, and then find my little flathead screwdriver here. And this screwdriver is a little too narrow. So if you're seeing me struggle with this, it's because it's too narrow, and I'm being a horrible human being and probably going to stretch the metal a little bit. But it's my own personal gun. So again, I'm being really careful here not to have the screwdriver all the way on one side or the other. I want to keep it in the middle. That way I'm not going to bend anything or hurt anything here. That's tight. It will stick out a little bit above, so you do kind of have to be careful that you don't knock it or anything, but it's not too bad. Then our O-ring goes on. This is the factory Marui O-ring. Came with the 4 mags that I've already, or the, well, 3 mags that I've already done. 2 here, 1 in the gun. So I'm using the factory Marui ones. They seem to hold fine. Time will tell. We'll see how that goes. Once that's in here, I'm going to drop that in there. And then I found that if you put the front edge in first and then slide the rest of it in, it slides in a little bit better. And you'll notice now we're having that issue where it doesn't sit in all the way. I don't know if you can see that gap there in the back. That wasn't like that when I had it earlier. So this is the O-ring causing that issue, and I'm basically going to have to force it together and push it together and then get one of the deals in and then flip it over and push it together and get the other one in. Now, JDG does include this lovely little diagram here that says you have to put one in from one side. Focus, focus. Hello. There we go. Says you have to put one in from one side and one in from the other side. I haven't really been following too closely on the front one from the left side and the back one from the right side. I've just been making sure that they're from opposite sides. So, you know, take that as you will. I have also found that whatever hole that you get to line up first, oh my god, that is not focusing. Hello? Whatever hole that you get to line up first, focus, focus. Oh my god, it just does not want to focus on me. Whatever hole you get to line up first, get it in there. Get it all the way seated, get it so that it looks nice, then move on to the second hole. Because once that's already in there and holding it nice and tight, you're not going to have to worry about it too much. Makes it a little bit easier. So that's how to install. I'm going to go ahead and install this. I'll show you guys a finished mag. Looks like this. It's really nice. And I accidentally turned the camera off when I was taking it off of the light stand that I'm using for a camera tripod. So here's what it looks like. Got a nice base plate there. I haven't done the aluminum black to these little steel pins yet. That tends to clean them up. They look really nice like that. Let's see, I think he did one of the other ones. Yeah, that one looks a little bit better. Ta-da! So, look nice. They got the nice Floyd's logo. They're pretty solid. They're not a lot heavier than the original magazine. They're only a little bit heavier. I should have gotten a scale out and weighed them for you guys, but they're not that bad. And they look clean as heck on the gun. They look really clean. I am also using the Floyd's Slim magwell, and that one I've been having some issues with because this little bottom pin here, I got it in and now I can't get it out. So fair warning, if you buy one of these, be real careful with that. It looks cool, but kind of a pain in the butt. Just finished putting this one together, and you can see there is still a little bit of a lip there, even with both of the pins nice and flush. There is a little bit of a lip there. The pins are nice and flush on that side, and a little bit recessed on that side. I might have to even that out. But it does not seem to affect gas performance or leaking or anything else. I think it's just the O-ring being compressed, and that's a good thing for me, or at least in my opinion, which is a shit opinion, so don't listen to it. But yeah, looks pretty good, and nice and clean install. You just need 2 people. What we do is we have one person kind of rock it onto the side and push down while the pin sticks out this other side, and then we take a you know, little punch or whatever you want to use and a hammer, and we have one person really hold it and the other person tap it all the way through. So it works pretty well, and that's how you install. Yay.